Welcome, friends and foes alike. Please join James, Chris, and Wes on our journey through a realm forged in the fires of creation. I am Josh, your host and dungeon master, and this is Hooked on Draconics. Hello, listeners. Welcome back to Hooked on Draconics. Before we start today, I'd like to do a quick recap and have my players helm that for me. So, among you guys, what do you remember happening the last couple of sessions?
Well, we briefly introduced ourselves.
We all had a small introduction that we were forced to write by our DM
This is true.
and then read out loud.
At gunpoint.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to mention that.
in Minecraft.
He threatened to make us do feet stuff.
In Minecraft.
Well, you were threatened. I was bribed.
Sure.
Okay.
You guys better do a recap or I'm going to lock you back up in the basement.
Okay, so there was stupid sexy kobolds last time. But before that-
sexy kobolds.
We had a meeting in the town square at the beginning of the Harvest Festival, particularly celebrating the Whispering Wind Cider, I believe it's called.
Well, the Whispering Cider,
Cider from the...
but the festival was for the Harvest Festival.
Oh, right, the Orchard Harvest Festival.
The whole town Harvest Festival.
Right.
The
Windstone.
Windstone, even.
We had a little bit of mercantile shenanigans. We met several of the townspeople, or at least were introduced to their personalities.
Drotak.
Yeah, there's Dwarf Man, Drotek.
The law.
He is the law.
He is the law, yes.
The beautiful cidery couple.
Yes.
Yeah, they're halflings, right?
One of them is a halfling.
Oh, one is a halfling.
Rayjack's a human,
Rayjack is a human.
But Rayjack is a human, okay.
Yeah.
and he's the one we rescued at the Cidery.
Yes.
Turns out, real word.
I still don't know if it's a real word.
It is a
It
real
is
word.
a real word.
Yes.
We have looked this up in the time between recordings. Cidery is indeed a real word.
We've done extensive research. We've got together a team of scientists and had them do the research, and it
And they
came
can
up
tell
positive.
it's a real word from 1,000 yards away.
Yeah.
And we're working with Webster directly to also get a insidery and outsidery.
Yeah, Old Man Webster's really keen on insider.
However, I prefer outsidery.
That's
That's
more
his-
refreshing.
his-
Open air.
His competitor, Miriam. Or business partner. I don't know which. I don't know what their situation is like these days.
I don't know. They could be more than partners. Just like at the cidery.
Yes. Do you remember the name of the halfling? I see some blank stares. on the
Honestly,
table.
I don't remember any names quite yet besides Drotak.
You know me. I don't do names.
You
I know.
can't forget Porculus.
Porculus, the legend, the hog, the
pig, the myth, the legend.
the pig, the legend.
No, I don't remember the
The halfling's name was Felden.
Felden.
Felden, he
All
was the one trying to sell the cider by himself, where we ran into the problem that Rayjack, his partner and business partner
Correct.
at the cidery,
His husband.
and his husband,
They're married. Yeah.
was supposed to show up to help him out with the business side of things and bring more supplies, and he had gone missing, or at least he had not shown up yet. Being the young, intrepid adventurers that we are, of course, we volunteered to go look for him because something seemed to miss. And that is when kobolds.
Yes, kobolds. Two of you did get hit in the face. Actually,
Yeah.
only one of you got hit in the face.
I got my fucking nose broken.
Yeah.
Wait, can we? I already said fuck, so I guess I already ripped
You
off
can
that
already,
band-aid,
you can already
right?
say fuck.
Oh,
We're-
shoot. This is
we're
no
already-
longer...
Aw, heckin' fuck.
We're already in C-17, everyone.
This is...
Not yet, Wes.
Oh, okay. Right, I guess fuck is like PG-13, right? I mean,
These
fuck
days.
is
I think you've
practically-
gone over like the limit.
Yeah,
amount
you're
of
only,
times
you're only
allowed to
allowed
say
one
it.
fuck per PG-13.
PG-14.
Oh shit! All right.
Not to get off track. We're awful about getting off track.
We are,
sometimes.
yes.
Let's
This is a very long intro.
ambush by kobolds at the gate.
The gate.
Ambush by kobolds in the foyer
Yeah.
of the cidery.
Yes.
Though we kind of ruined that ambush by scouting ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counter ambush.
Though you almost did get axed.
Yes.
Yeah,
did
I,
go into the trap.
I'll take the blame for not searching for the trap. That is literally my job in the party as a rogue.
Arguably, it's the barbarian's job to face tank every.
Oh no,
trap.
he did his job
True.
perfectly well. Fought our way through the cidery, up the stairs, got into another fight where we found Raid Jack.
Snake.
I'm getting to the snake.
Oh, okay.
Raid Jack surrounded by kobolds and a kobold sorceress,
Yeah.
wizard type,
Yeah.
A,
magic caster.
A
Magic caster.
stupid, sexy kobold, one could say.
Yes. She. I
Well,
originally.
now you know what a stupid, sexy kobold looks like.
Now
Yes.
I know, yeah.
And they look indistinguishable from other.
And she had a
Kobolds.
snake familiar,
Yes.
which is like a magical pet,
Yeah.
or magically bound pet, which attacked and succeeded at attacking Talon, my character, the rogue, where he critically failed his saving throw against the poison and dropped down to very low single-digit hit points, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
He is not dead, but he extracted the poison gland. I'm going to remind everyone of that.
Almost had to pull out that backup.
Yeah, I almost had to pull up my backup character after the first hit.
Yeah. I mean, first, not the first combat, but
the first time
basically,
I got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I get for having such a low hit point. Some combat shenanigans happened. You go back and listen to it again on episode 2.
Yeah, feel free
if
to
you
go
don't
listen
remember
to it.
what happened.
Or you
And
listen
then
to us
we-
talk about it for 10 minutes.
And then we...
It's only been 5-ish. 10-ish. 30-ish.
Been a couple days since we started.
Yeah. Then 13 weeks since we started.
This is true.
Anyways.
And then once the kobolds had all either been disposed of or disposed of themselves, we woke Rayjack up.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
to your some sort of magical means.
Yeah. I have a very minor healing ability. He got a little bit of love.
All right. I shouldn't touch that.
So that was the recap.
Yes.
Sorry.
So,
And then we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
No.
Rayjack's eyes flutter open, and you three are standing over him.
I'm actually putting myself in the corner right now, and I'm breaking out my medical kit.
Okay.
And I'm in the hallway looking down, making sure nothing's coming up.
All right.
So
Then-
by the three of us, it's me.
It's just you.
Just coddling his face.
To kind of remind you what Rayjack looks like, he is a middle-aged, dark-skinned man, bald. He looks like at one point he was in shape, but he seems to have let himself go.
A lot of cidery.
A lot of cider, yes.
Yeah.
That married life.
That married life, yeah.
Halfling cooking, I mean, you can't beat it.
Also true, yeah.
Yeah, man.
He eats a lot of halfling cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I can't blame him.
Yeah. But he's still he still looks pretty muscular. He's just got a bit of a beer gut now.
Hey,
Dad bod.
he's got that lumberjack build.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Lumbersexual.
He's a
There you go.
lumbersexual, yes. So he he's sitting in a chair right now. He's still trying to collect himself. You're in his or their office. He's kind of looking around and he says, did you get them all?
We got all of them that we came across. You're safe now, Rayjack. What did they? Please, just tell me what you
Hey
know.
man, you okay now?
He kind of looks at some of his still kind of like bleeding wounds from the several daggers that were stabbed into him.
Mm-hmm.
He
Okay, I'm gonna take what I need to out of my medical kit. Start making an antitoxin for myself, and then I just kick the rest of it over to Cassius.
Okay.
Like slide
yeah.
it across the room.
And in the meantime, I'm cutting him free of his bond, essentially. You know, pull out a dagger, menacingly held high up in the air, and then cut his.
You don't have a weapon.
Do you want me to make
Yes,
a
a dagger.
toolkit
don't?
proficiency?
I've got
Yes,
daggers.
please do.
Oh,
I've got a couple daggers.
Never
Yeah.
Sorry, the accent.
Intelligence or wisdom?
I didn't stab anybody,
It's-
but
that is true.
intelligence.
Okay. Okay. That is a total of 18.
18,
Seems good.
and you're trying to synthesize an antitoxin, correct?
Yeah, I pulled the poison gland out of the snake that bit me. Did so much damage.
Yeah.
And is currently still poisoning me.
Yes. All right. You go ahead and describe your you're making this antitoxin and healing yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to take out an empty vial. I'm going to place the poison gland in it. I'm going to put a solution into that vial of various chemicals out of the medical kit. I, as a player, don't know how that works, but
You synthesize
I'm
an
gonna
antitoxin.
synthesize the antitoxin. I'm going to apply it to the wound and then or drink it if I have to ingest it.
Yeah.
Either way, my character knows what to do.
Of course.
He has the skills.
You apply the antitoxin, and it takes a moment for it to
Possibly.
take effect.
Get something to suck the poison out of my.
Yeah.
I believe it bit me in the leg.
It did bite you in the leg, yes. Your thigh, actually,
Yeah.
specifically. It takes a moment for it to come into effect, and
And while I'm doing this, I'm looking over at Cassius and I'm like, "Hey, can you take the bandages out of there and start applying them?
sure.
This is not the time to freeze up, man."
Yeah. That's kind of a lot of blood. Should I clean this first? What? Here. Let me here.
Yeah,
Bandages, some ointment. and-
Ray Jack
Okay, well, I'm
being,
gonna start calling shots out from the other side of the room. Be like, "All right, take the disinfectant out, apply it to the wound. You're going to need to then staunch the bleeding."
And Rayjack actually also starts, because he's a seasoned adventurer. He's dealt with this
okay,
kind of stuff,
okay.
so he starts explaining. All right, well, now you're going to clean the wound and blah 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 blah. Blah.
Well, if he knows so much, maybe he should just bandage himself.
he can.
But no. Should I roll something for this?
I would say with
Or-
him and Rayjack assisting you, you have advantage.
Okay. Awesome. That's good because I
so
am
if you
not
don't
trained.
have if you don't have training in it, then you just roll it without the proficiency bonus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be
Oh my God.
nat 20.
Nat
20.
20. Or I mean, is it a double 20? It's not a double 20.
Level 20. All right, you.
Wow, you guys are just like moving through
no,
me.
okay,
and
now
he's
tie
like,
that up over
uh-huh.
there. Okay, yeah, right
Yeah.
at the top where the
Yeah,
blood
right there.
flow is.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna carefully
bit
apply
anywhere?
the bandage, and look, you got this. You're good.
Yeah, he
kid.
tourniquets him and all of that.
Yeah. Rayjack, after you've applied your bedside manner and like.
Hey, yo,
your,
look out! Anyone coming?
It's a good question. I go downstairs and look around.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check, or an investigation check, whichever you prefer.
Definitely perception.
Okay.
20. Not
20. You're looking around. You don't hear any immediate sounds. You don't see anything. It looks like the kobold that you threw out to go assist his friend has picked up his wounded friend and taken him off away from the orchard.
Okay, if I remember right, there were two sets of tracks. One for the kobolds and one larger.
There was a larger one, yes.
Was it also like reptilian?
It did. It was reptilian. The footprints were reptilian in nature. Yes.
The bigger one too.
The bigger
okay.
one, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I come back up.
Yeah, because I was wondering if that was like Rayjack's footprints, but
That's
No.
what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I wanted to clarify. Yeah. It's clear, but we still have a larger one somewhere about.
Well, yeah. Rayjack claps you on the shoulder and he says, "You did good, kid. The larger one, the troglodyte. Yes.
troglodyte. I look questionably to the more
I raised my
weathered,
eyebrows.
experienced
They
kind of pick myself up,
the troglodyte. They seemed to have been calling the shots here,
pull my pants back up.
and I think they were a spellcaster of some sort.
What's a troglodyte, man?
It's a big stinky lizard man.
Oh,
Oh, is that the smell that's lingering here?
Yeah. That's the smell, all right.
so what were they here for?
I think that they were. I don't really understand Draconic. I never really picked up other languages, but
Yeah, me neither, man.
I think after they jumped me and we fought for a while, and eventually they managed to overpower me. There was a great number of them.
Yes, we saw your handiwork downstairs.
Yeah. He looks around and he says, "Where's my axe?"
Haven't seen one.
Look around for an axe, I guess.
You did see one.
Oh, I did?
It almost cut your leg
Oh,
off.
that axe.
Yeah.
Yes, it was
wow.
downstairs. They rigged it in a crude trap. I'll retrieve it.
Oh, thank you.
I can grab it.
All right. Yeah, you go grab his axe and you bring it back up to him.
Done.
He takes
All
it.
right, all right.
Do you know how long you've been here for?
I was unconscious for a while.
I'm guessing
Well-
this kind of just happened. I mean, the horse was still spooked outside, so.
It's after sunset now.
It's not after sunset.
Oh,
No.
I lied.
Yeah, you're lying.
Roll deception. No.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Roll
No.
insight, DM.
No, it's still
What time is
early
it?
afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sun hasn't set yet.
It can't have been.
I say that.
It can't have been long because we saw them. I saw them earlier unloading.
Yeah. I came up to get the second shipment.
Yes, your husband sent us here to check in on you, and it's we didn't arrive a moment too soon. It seems.
Yeah.
Hey,
Here.
Cass, why don't you help him up slowly?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure he's not bleeding from anywhere before you move him, and then Thor and I will we're going to go track down wherever this troglodyte went before that thing causes any more trouble around here.
Thank you.
Are you sure? We could just get the inform the guards and get Rajak to safety, and we don't know if they took anything. Maybe they were just here for cider.
I mean, our cider's good, I think, but
Here, let me help you up first, Rajak.
all right, yeah, you help him up. He's a big guy. You have like a slender frame, I'm imagining.
Average, even
Okay.
slightly toned frame.
Okay, yeah, all right.
You know?
He's still he's a big hefty boy, so
Mhm.
his big powerful arms like are on your shoulder, and he says, "Thanks, kid," and he kind of like pats you on the chest.
Yes, you're welcome. You know me, just the humble fish seller.
Yeah, I think I've seen you around. You're all right.
Yes. What would you like to do, Rajak? Would you like to get back to your husband, or do we need to try and load up some cider? Perhaps that would be a good use.
Yeah, Cass, what? We're gonna go see where it went. You help him out,
Yeah,
and
let's
we'll meet back up after you've got everything on the cart.
Yes.
let's load up the cart. All right, so you and Rajak go to load up the cart. Talon Thormund, what do you do?
We'll go back outside and try to track these trogs.
Okay, make a investigation check for.
Trogs, multiple trogs.
Or
He said
investigation,
they when referring to the trogs.
survival, perhaps as well. If
He
it's
was saying
outdoors.
they because he didn't know the gender.
Survival?
So yeah, survival.
I will be assisting
Nice.
Well, it's 22. 22. 22.
22.
you. 22's damn good.
Yeah. All right. Looking around the outside of the house, it does not seem any of the aside from the two kobolds who left. It doesn't seem like anything has left the house recently.
You think it's still in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We check the basement.
We have not.
All right. I think I'm a bit lighter on my feet than you. So I'm gonna take a quick peek down there, and then once in the attic, I'll meet you back out here, or I'll yell if I need help.
I'll come running.
I'm gonna make a stealth check and then a perception check, and I'm going to be specifically looking for traps along the way.
Okay.
So first is my stealth. Oh yeah, this session we're on. Well, 24.
24 for your stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now go ahead and make a investigation check for traps.
All right. That I can do. 16 total.
16 total. All right. So you're checking the basement first.
I am, going down to the cellar or basement or whatever they have here in a cidery.
Yes. So you head down you find the door to the basement and you open it up. You don't see any traps there, and as you're starting to go down the steps, you notice that there is a almost imperceptible layer of grease on like several of the steps.
That's a sure sign that something's down there, and they don't want to be followed.
And you have dark vision, right?
I do.
You also see at the bottom of the steps there are several caltrips that look like they have been laid down.
Oh my god, these kobolds home alone this place. Like
The kobolds, the
Is this Trog going to be played by Macaulay Culkin?
well, wait, we can't name drop people, remember?
can't name drop actual actors.
Oh, you can't?
I don't think we'll be sued by him, but
No.
we'll let it pass.
All right, listeners, new goal, get enough people to listen to this that we can be sued by Macaulay Culkin.
So, yes.
I'm a big fan of your pizza music, Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, there is a crude trap that has been laying on these steps.
All right, I'm guessing I'm in some kind of storage room that
Yeah.
leads down into the cellar.
Yeah,
right now.
it leads down into a stone basement under the cidery.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a bag of salt, like a large bag of, like a restaurant or cidery sized bag of,
Yeah.
like an industrial sized bag of salt. I'm going to take it, I'm going to very carefully slice open one end of it at the top of the stairs and dump the salt down to kind of start absorbing the oil or the grease that's all over kind of dry it up a bit before I start going down. I'm going to start disarming the trap, more or less, but I'm explaining how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Once, after, I guess, a couple of minutes of letting that, do its thing.
Soak.
After it's soaking and absorbing it and kind of
Deglutifying.
de-slippering
Yeah.
the stairs. That's not a word.
It is now.
It is now. I'm going to creep down,
Okay.
possibly using a handrail or something to keep my balance, to not give away my position or anything like that. And then I'm going to take out my own bag of caltrops and start scooping caltrops in.
It's free caltrops.
It's free caltrops, yeah. I was going to do a free real estate.
yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Go ahead and add another set of caltrips to your
Sweet.
inventory.
Plus one Caltrip get.
Plus one caltrop. Plus one caltrop.
As you're doing that, you kind of get like a better look.
But I'm
at
going
the-
I'm going to be listening into the basement as I'm doing this
Yeah.
because I don't want anyone to discover my position and jump me while I'm by myself.
Of course, yeah. Looking around this basement, it's a large basement. They keep several casks of cider down here. You see there is a large opening. It looks like someone had just broken through the stone.
Whoa.
You see several, you see on the ground in front of this opening, there is a like what looks like it's like a either broken glass or like shattered gemstone.
All right.
And this opening leads into a dark tunnel.
Oh, you built your cidery in the wrong spot. Possibly. Or they tunneled in. Either way, I am going to creep back up,
All right.
and I am going to head back out to the front where my companions are.
All right. Yeah, when you head back up to the front,
I
Ray Jack.
apologize to my companions because I'm going to have a lot of small solo parts like this, as that's just how talent operates. But
Because you be creeping.
I'd be
We ain't
creeping.
be creeping.
And you be a rogue, so.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So,
It's okay. We all know I'm the most entertaining anyway.
of course, yes.
I'm joking.
You're the talent of the show, so.
Yeah, clearly I am the talent of the
Oh
you
gosh,
exit
these
the
are heavy.
cidery. Cass and are you helping load?
Yeah,
the rest?
I'll be helping them.
All right. Cass, Rayjack, and Thormund are finishing loading up the cart. Rayjack is feeding his horse a carrot and calming him down. And he looks at the two of you and he says, "Thank you very much. I appreciate it."
And then I'm just gonna like pop up like right behind them.
Hey.
What'd you find?
Apologies.
welcome. Talon.
There is a tunnel leading into your basement. That looks like it goes to some kind of natural cave work, you said?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's leading into some kind of natural cave work.
Oh,
That's new.
I figured so.
how long has the cidery been here?
You're also going to have to probably shore up a whole foundation spot in your basement.
Good to know.
They left a trap for us. They expected us to follow, so I can only imagine that they're going to be hostile as soon as we go in there. I didn't inquire too much further because I'm not going in there by myself.
That's fair. Can you acknowledge nature?
Oh no! Do we want to go in there
Yeah,
at all?
knowledge nature.
18.
18? You troglodytes are they're a reptilian species, more commonly known for their foul-smelling odor. In close proximity, it can be actually debilitating to those who are not used to the horrible smell. It's a combination of usually rotting meat,
Eggs,
Like
farts,
farts.
many different rotten, just everything rotten. I
Yes,
guess.
it's a horrible.
this
disgusting
would be
smell.
that one gnome in town's like wet dream of
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
gathering ingredients for his weird perfumes.
Maybe we
Flardis
should hook
wouldn't
him
like
up.
him.
Flardis, that was his name.
Flardis.
Yes.
Flardis?
The troglodytes are they're a reptilian species. They
Are they closer to like frogs or like
They're
you
more
said they're like
lizardy, right?
lizard men, right?
Yeah.
they're like lizard men. They tend to have
Much stinky.
they're
swampy.
stinky. They tend to have a bit more. They tend to be more underground based, and they also have they tend to be like more pale colors, while like lizard folk will typically be green, black, kind of more natural colors, while troglodytes will be more pale, especially since they mostly live underground.
Cave dwellers.
Yes.
Troglodyte.
Yeah.
And they're intelligent.
They are intelligent.
Are they known for attacking unprovoked?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're an aggressive, invasive, stinky species.
Yes.
We got a stinky hole to go into, boys.
I believe so. We should.
What did you say?
Oh, anyway.
Wow.
So you're saying there's a stink hole that we need to get into?
I don't think that's what he was implying.
Anyway, yes.
We do have a cold, damp, dark cave to go into.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes. Well, will we need any form of light?
Do you?
I see well in the dark, as it turns out. I hear elven eyes are sharp.
There's no hiding what I am.
Just don't know if you can see in the dark.
That doesn't mean I know your racial stats.
It's a weird thing to say.
That is a really weird thing to say.
Wait, I mean, I didn't. I thought that aloud. My inside voice became my outside voice.
All right. Well, yes, Angel Blood. You and I can both see in the dark.
Well, Rayjack says, if you kids are...
Hey, look. We're going in. We're gonna fix this problem. We've got your back. We love the cidery. If we're not back, and by the end of the day, I suppose tell the guards.
He nods and he says, before you go in, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a key and he says, there's a chest in my office that's got some potions in it that might help you out.
All right.
Says, you don't want to go in somewhere
Most
unprepared.
appreciated.
Hey, I owe you. What can I say?
Yeah, that snake messed you up something fierce.
Yeah, it was a bit bigger than a garden snake.
Garden snake plus.
It was quite big. It took me both hands to hold it.
I'll get the potions.
Oh my god. All right, yeah.
Perhaps we
Classy.
should even take a rest of a somewhat short rest.
We're probably pretty far behind it by this point anyway. We should take, a second, catch our breath, kind of assess our situation, drink some potions,
Roll some hit die.
roll some hit die. Maybe not drink the potions, because that's right, it's 5th edition, you can roll some hit die for
I know,
this.
right?
Yeah.
It's still new to me, too. Even though I've been playing Fifth for like 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah. All right, so you...
Hey, everybody learns at different rates, Chris.
This is true.
So
We're proud of what you have done.
Rayjack hops up onto the cart, and he's like, "Yeah!" And then...
I just give him a little half-hearted salute, and then... Alright, I guess he just gave us free rein to ransack the place?
Well, he did give us the key.
Yeah.
But no, we shouldn't ransack.
You're right,
gave
you
us
shouldn't
permission.
ransack the place.
I should not. You were... Yes. Wait.
I'll be on the front porch. Is there a front porch?
Yeah.
Is there a rocking chair?
Yes.
I said no
Oh,
rocking
yeah.
chair. For my short rest.
I'll go with Cass and go to the office and
Alright.
find out what supplies they have.
Okay. You go and there's like a small like chest kind of sitting under one of their desks, and it's a small chest. You put in the key, you unlock it, it opens up. Inside there are 4 potions.
Are they labeled?
No, they are not.
Are they red?
Yes.
Make a note to self if we ever find potions in the future, make sure to label them so we all know what they do.
It's true. I'll be sure to...
4 technically unidentified potions.
Yes.
But everyone knows health potions are red.
He said there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said they would help us.
He did say that, yeah. But they
4
are...
technically unidentified potions. Gotcha.
Help us to an early grave, he cackles as he runs
Ha
away.
ha 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 ha! I've fooled them. I've been in league with the troglodyte the whole time.
No! Betrayal!
So soon into the story.
Yeah.
By someone we don't really... No.
Yeah, there are 4... I'll just tell you.
I don't know about you. We've had a very
Well,
extensive
they're
backstory.
unlabeled. That's fine if you don't tell us. We'll gamble on what they are later.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I
We
mean,
have a high chance of them being healing potions, but
Are they all the same color?
They're all the same color, yeah.
the same red viscous color.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Um,
he said they're... Hey, I got healing potions. Yeah.
So
Established.
we take a short rest. I'm going to roll for hit point recovery.
Go ahead and do that.
Same.
You can roll your hit die, which is different depending on which class you are in.
And what class are you?
I'm a rouge.
I was gonna say that.
I am technically a rouge rogue
Yeah.
because I am red skinned.
Big old rouged up rouge.
Do we add anything to this roll? I don't believe so.
It's
but-
just
I think there's a talent
straight
or a
hit
feat.
die.
Oh, okay. There's a feat. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
There are a bunch of dwarven feats for
I,
it.
I yielded full. I wasn't hurt very
I
hard.
actually healed it just under full.
I'm a little under, but I'm good.
You're not gonna spend a hit die, or did you?
I did.
Oh, I just wasn't paying attention.
No,
Pay
I
more
got-
attention.
I got smacked in the face, and then I ran into like 3 kobolds.
Can I use this time during the short rest to kind of ruffle through their things and see if I can find anything else that's useful?
Sure. Make a
Ruffle check.
make a perception check.
Investigation, maybe?
Oh yeah,
Or
investigation.
perception. I mean, either one. Perception
Investigation's
or
more
technically.
appropriate.
11.
11. You're kind of like looking through their stuff, kind of rummaging through it. You're not really finding anything of like immediate value.
Do I find any locked things?
The chest was the only thing locked here in the office.
Like, I check behind the paintings and, like, finding any, see if there's a safe.
You don't see anything
What are you doing over there?
in your immediate vicinity.
I'm just checking to see how often they clean things.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah.
See, there's a little bit of dust here.
Oh, that's a beautiful painting.
It really is.
But you don't find anything of immediate value, no.
How valuable do the paintings look?
Of moderate value ability.
I make a note of that.
All right.
I guess it depends on whoever your fence is, right?
Does Cass say that?
No, Cass doesn't say
Oh,
that.
okay.
No, yeah.
You did it in a Cass voice.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Talon would shoot a very dagger-like look at you. If you did say
I don't know about Cass doesn't know about fences. He a good boy.
that is probably why you didn't actually
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah.
I kind of just start making a mental inventory of all the valuable things in the cidery.
Okay.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah, you never know.
All right. I would say with that an 11 though, like when you start kind of like going through like some of their like, not really jewelry, but some of their like knickknacks and things like that, you notice that there's like a badge that seems to be a crossed sword. It's like it's a little like round badge made out of like some sort of iron or some like it's a metal.
Oh God, does he have an iron cross?
No. No.
What do you mean by he used to be an adventurer?
Oh no! It's a sword crossed with a lightning bolt.
Oh.
I mean, I presume only you see this, so.
I'm going to take out a sheet of paper
Okay.
and a block of graphite, and I'm going to make an etching of it on the sheet of paper, and I'm going to just hold on to that for now.
Okay.
Not the actual emblem, but the etching of it.
Yes.
Maybe it'll come up later as something useful.
Yeah.
That's what we call foreshadowing.
Also, secret lore.
All right.
All right, so we are going to meet up, back up. I clean out the stairs of the sugary, salty, oily mess.
Yes.
Oh, actually, during this time, I am going to be taking kobolds out of the house and like dumping them on the lawn in a pile. Kobold
Okay.
pile.
Kobold pile.
All right. Yeah. So you pile several dead kobolds. Let's see, there was.
Why not put their heads on pikes while you're at it? Just
There
show them
should
what
be
for.
eight.
There's a total of 7 dead ones. There's one that ran away and one that broke his leg out front.
And one that like.
And then
got-
the bodies that were in there
And
before.
Yeah.
technically 8 if you count the one you split in half.
yeah. Or
Yeah.
8
Oh, and then there's the leftover bodies from the
The initial fight.
from Rajax's fight.
Yeah. Which I think was about 5 to 6, if I remember correctly.
Good amount.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
No. All right.
For the horses.
No.
So you clean up the stairs.
I think I will pay Rajak for a cider while I'm at it too. I'm just going to take these coins and set them here on his desk, and that's probably okay. I'll take a cider as well, and ooh, that was kind of good. So I'll quaff another one of those.
Okay.
For what was it, a D4?
Yes, it's a D4, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
Cider Shield 2 has.
Oh my God,
consequences.
1 again. I'm still a lightweight.
These are like weird minor potions.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
10? Okay. You're feeling a bit buzzed, but you're not completely drunk yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you heal one, or you
One
gain
temp.
1 temporary hit point.
Yep.
And do you want to drink more?
No.
Does anyone else want to drink more?
I'm not.
Yeah, I'll re-up my Cider Shield.
Okay.
I don't.
Talon decides to stay sharp on his feet.
3.
I
And
want
you
to
roll.
chance it. I just began drinking today, and I'm
Roll,
already getting
yeah.
into fights.
Roll a
So
con.
Roll a con save.
It's gonna be sad if I fail this.
It'll be funny if you fail this.
oh,
8, so plus 12 total.
12 total. You're fine.
All right.
Yeah, you're a bit buzzed.
Best way to fight.
Yes. All right, so you crack open. You both crack open ciders, and you're like, "Cheers!" Clink, and then you begin drinking, and you're like, you do the arms like wrapped around each
So
other.
I imagine, yeah, you're doing this while I'm like creeping around the house, taking an
Mhm.
inventory, casing the joint.
you
I'm not
probably pick up the coins I set down. Maybe not. I don't want to make decisions for your character.
Definitely pick up the coins he set down.
All right.
All right.
I started to do some stretches.
So this infiltration we're about to be doing. Do you wanna go first or should I?
I'll lead the way.
So to say, you got some pretty sharp eyes being an elf, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No racism or anything intended. Just
I just shrug.
it's a compliment.
I let
Please,
it
go
be
ahead.
awkwardly silent and start walking in.
Yeah,
Alright.
and then Talon breaks it immediately. Says, "Please go in."
So you lead into this dark tunnel.
Yeah.
I start
With
off.
my spear held in 2 hands.
Okay. This dark tunnel leads deep into the carved out earth. There is a foul smell in the air, and it smells of rotting meat and musky feces. As you walk for several feet, you eventually come to,
I wear my bandit mask.
of course, you eventually come to a open chamber. It looks like this tunnel seemingly has carved through the earth, opens up into a worked stone chamber. You see there is an archway that leads into another chamber just beyond.
This cave is not a natural formation.
It seems to be made out of a light gray stone. The archway looks to have carvings all over it. You're not quite sure if it's language or runes or something.
I'll approach, get a better look.
All right.
Yeah, I'll follow up on him.
I'm going to grab both of them before they walk through. Let me take a closer look at this.
Quick question:
After the door, I'm inclined to agree.
Can you cast
I'll step
guidance
back.
on yourself? Can you touch? It has a range of touch. Can you touch yourself?
You are allowed to touch yourself as much as you want, Wes.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Especially at the table.
Well, for this time, I'll touch
We'd
you.
prefer if you weren't touching yourself so much at the table, but hey, free country.
That's why we get together.
Oh,
So you've got guidance.
Have a guidance at it too. So I touch you.
it's a good touch. It's a D4 added to that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Okay, so that is 17 total.
All right. You inspect the archway, and you don't see any traps.
Okay,
How's it look?
seems to be clear.
All right. And this was the only exit.
Yes, from this
Okay.
this room. It's like a small worked stone chamber. The chamber beyond through the archway seems to lead into a larger chamber.
How tall is this archway?
The archway is about 10 feet tall.
Okay.
And you said there are some etchings, some runes.
Yes.
Would rolling, say, Arcana or Investigation be pertinent?
Make a Arcana check.
Okay. And I will also touch myself for guidance.
Okay.
That is a...
Could you describe what it's like when you touch someone?
Yeah. What
With
is
guidance?
what does your guidance spell look like?
Okay. Yeah.
Quick slap on the ass, a quick good game.
I feel like it is, your traditional verbal and somatic, doing things, and then it's kind of like a voice, kind of like whispering and like guiding you, essentially like an extra voice in the back of your head, being like, do this, do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. A little to the left.
To the left. To the left.
To the left. Yeah. The little whisper. And what was the total? So that is 19 total.
19 total. Looking at these carvings, they appear to be some sort of language. You recognize you're not able to read them, obviously, but you recognize them as Orin.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Those are-
air elemental language.
That
right?
is
Earth.
the language from the air elemental, the plane of elemental air.
Okay.
Okay. Not that any of us know that.
Not
Well, he
yet.
knows it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no one can speak.
Cassius knows.
Mm-hmm. For whatever reason.
You probably read it in a book
Mm-hmm.
back at school.
Yeah.
But yeah, these runes seem to be carvings of this language.
Okay. Curious. These are a dialect of people of the air, if that makes sense.
What's it doing down here? Then?
It is not troglodyte or draconic, essentially. So I don't know. I can't understand it, but it just
Well, maybe we'll get answers
But I
down
can-
that way.
I can tell what it's not and therefore what it is.
I point with my spear down through the arch.
All right. You move
After
forward.
you.
All right. Yeah, start.
All right. You move through this archway, and nothing happens. As you enter this large domed chamber, there is two other archways, one directly ahead of you, and then one to the left of you.
And you said this is worked stone.
This is worked stone.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a cool breeze that blows throughout this room.
And now
Go
we can
ahead.
smell the cool breeze.
There's a cool breeze that blows throughout this room, and there are wall carvings depicting several avian humanoids in various stages of battle. On these carvings, there also appears to be depictions of wind spiraling around them.
Birdman.
These avian humanoids, they appear to be bipedal with large wings and arms. They're holding weapons of various sorts, mostly spears, and they have eagle-like heads.
Okay, so more, birdman, less angel.
Yes.
Like, okay.
I ignore this and look down the left hallway. Or the left opening.
Curious.
The left opening seems to lead into from the best that you can tell from this distance, some sort of burial chamber.
Doesn't look like anything down there.
Where do you think this cool breeze is coming from?
Feeling a cool breeze. This could be connected to the windstone, maybe. That would explain the.
This does look like a rather old chamber, right?
It is.
See, we can see the cobwebs and the dust doodads around the map.
Of course.
Can I do a nature or survival to try and get my bearings of where we are in relation to the windstone?
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check.
Yeah.
That's 4, so solid 7.
Solid 7. Well, you do know that the Cidery is in the shadow of the windstone. So it is very highly likely that where you are is under the windstone in some form or fashion.
Well, then we definitely need to get this troglodyte out of here before he starts stinking up the place. Because if that starts pouring out of the windstone, we're never going to hear the end of it.
That
It would be a
priority
real,
one.
It
Get
would-
him out of there.
It would be a real downer to the whole festival, really.
I mean, the whole town's downwind of the windstone.
Oh no! All right, I redouble my I start walking further.
All right, do you go to the left or forward?
I'll check out left first.
Okay.
Yeah, Thor, do you see any tracks or smell anything
I smell a
of
lot
where
of
they might be
things.
from?
I smell a lot of things, but I don't have a direction for it.
So you go into the left chamber?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You enter this, this seems to be a small burial hall. There are several carvings along this archway leading into this chamber, and it appears to be written in the same language that you recognize as Orin.
Mm-hmm.
In this chamber, there are 4 alcoves that are along the wall. In each of these alcoves, there is an avian skeleton wearing the tattered remains of armor. Above each of these alcoves, there seems to be a metal plate with similar carvings of the language that you recognize as Orin. Sitting in the center of the chamber, there is a small basin with what appears to be several offerings. You see a small dagger with the hilt. The hilt has wings, decorative wings for it. There is a shield depicting a pale blue spiral on it. You also see a couple of earrings, a couple of gemstones, and some gold.
Oh, well, would you looky here.
I sort of ignore it. And
This is definitely
Walk past.
curious. Do these seem new or do these seem dusty?
It's dusty.
Okay.
Everything, there's a layer of dust in here.
But this is an enclosed room and there are no other creatures,
Correct.
essentially.
I believe it's best we left this alone.
We can...
I start eyeing the skeletons,
All right.
That's fair.
and then I eye the bowl.
I start trying to guide you out.
I say, hold on, we can work with this.
We can.
Now look, if I were a betting man, which I am, I would say as soon as I take anything out of there, that those guys are going to spring to life. So, I would, if I were to try to be grave robbing at the moment,
Yes, if because I think we're all of the note that's wrong, right?
which I'm not grave robbing
Exactly.
at the moment, clearly. If somebody were to be grave robbing at the moment, or at least taking from this altar, and this very clearly depicted now underground tomb of great renown and respect that must be shown to it, I'd be blocking off those bodies first, and then taking things.
At least some interesting hypotheticals, but
Perhaps even taking apart the skeleton so they're all in pieces and not in a hole. Right?
I think-
that would be theoretically that would be much less scarier.
I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. The Trogs were wise not to just desecrate this grave, and I don't think we should either.
You're absolutely right.
That's what we were just discussing. Yes.
I
It's
motion for
purely
us to
a
leave.
hypothetical.
I could check and see if these are, if in fact our intuitions are correct on our doubling back. I would like to take a little closer look. I just want to go up and just not touch anything, but see if I can see the mint of the coins. Like, are they new or are they like super old? I don't
Okay.
know. You know, are they the kind of coins that we're used to, or are they from something else?
As you move closer
Oh fuck.
to the offering bowl, you hear like clack, 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 and the skeletons immediately spring to life.
Oh god, you were right.
And we'll see you next week.
Oh! I didn't touch anything.
You didn't need
I swear,
to.
not a professional grave robber or anything.
Oh. Well, curiosity killed the cat.
All right. Okay.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Intro, outro, and sound engineering performed by Lee Nesbitt. You can find more of his work at undercoverbeard.bandcamp.com. Background music is provided by Epidemic Sound, and the artwork is provided by Alex. And we'd like to give a very special thank you to our listeners.
Yeah, that means you. Especially you. You're very special. And don't you ever let anyone else tell you otherwise.